Well, welcome back to Midlife Explorer. We're out actually on another little adventure in Morrell, Prince Edward Island. We're on the Morrell River just above the Black Road Bridge. We're actually on First Nation ground, as a matter of fact. I've forgotten the name of the First Nation here, but I'll go and look it up later. I think it's Abbott, but we'll go ahead and compare it out. But it should be a beautiful stretch of river because we are on First Nations land. But we've got an easy paddle today, flat water paddle. We're heading downstream on the Morrell River, down to St. Peter's Harbour, probably 9-10 kilometers in total, and about a 2-hour paddle. So I'm out with my wife Patty, and on a beautiful sunny Saturday afternoon in Morrell, Prince Edward Island. So really excited actually. We drove over this river a few times in our travels last summer, and we looked over the bridge and said we better go try that. So we rented a couple of kayaks, and away we go. We're heading downstream. Should be a very easy paddle today. Not only are we flowing downstream on the Morrell River, but we've got a 24-25 kilometer-an-hour breeze behind us, hopefully for most of it, which will make this probably a pretty easy paddle, and maybe 2 or 3 hours at most. So yeah, it should be fun. Doing okay? Yeah. So most of this is going to be a cross breeze, eh? So yeah, just give obviously the trees lots of room. Yeah. Do you want to go in front of me? See the trees in the river, so you'll see more than normally you would see in Ontario because of the fact that they had a hurricane come through here. What was the name of the hurricane last year, Patty? What was the name of the hurricane? Fiona. Hurricane Fiona. It came down actually after the hurricane, 2 weeks after the hurricane last year, and there's lots of damage there, and I noticed it on my bike ride earlier on in the week, so I suspect that we'll see lots of trees in the river along the way. So we're both in 10-foot recreational kayaks today, so a little smaller than what I would normally paddle. Fine for what we're doing today, though.
You did it this time.
I get myself in trouble when I go through fast-flowing rivers like that. I actually got myself in real trouble.
There's a rock right there.
I could see basically where the grass was. I was going to get through it. I wasn't worried about that one, but sometimes I'll start going underneath trees, which is what I did when I was on the Nith a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And the current was really fast there, so I just couldn't get around the tree. I learned my lesson there. Isn't it? That's the reason why there's nothing on either side for a while, which is nice to see. It's always nice to be on a river where you don't have farming on the side of it, or for that matter, cottages and housing. So it's a very pretty stretch of river. As we get further downstream, though, it does open up, and you'll start to see people living on the side of the river as you get closer to Morrell. But Out here, there's nothing here. The river's got a really dark copper kind of color to it, though, eh?
Yeah. Really pretty sand, right? The red sand?
Yeah, I guess it's the sand, yeah. Yeah, everywhere you go in Prince Edward Island, the sand is red and the clay is red. So that's probably the reason for the color of the river. It's kind of cool. It's already really deep, though, in the middle. I'm sure you can get further up this river and come down if there's a place to put in.
Lovely.
Hey? You feel like you're on vacation now, Mrs. Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a little nervous when it's stuff that I haven't done for a while.
You know what? You've paddled enough times to be comfortable enough to do what we're doing here, paddle. Hey, it's, and you should come more often with me because I love doing the downriver stuff. So.
Yeah. I hate, just like on a bike, I hate getting to like the top of a like really, really steep hill and then having to maybe up there.
Well, this will actually get a little harder as the river gets wider. Again, I don't think it'll be a huge issue today, though. I do too. There you go, we got some obstacles. Devastation. If I look at all this from Hurricane Fiona, all the trees are uprooted. Quite a lot. I was looking forward to doing this, Patty. Yeah. It's nice to have a sunny day finally, too. It's nice to have a sunny day finally. Now, is it working? I'm not sure it works. Now, if I held my life jacket up in there, it would pull me. Yeah. But we got a good breeze up behind us, Patty. We don't really have to paddle much. Look at this. About 25 km/h breeze today, and we are going downstream down breeze. Not really a tidal river. I did ask Ryan, the guy that drove us up. So if you looked actually at where we're staying on the Hillsborough estuary, it actually is a tidal river. You can see the flow each day. Apparently not here though. So we don't have to worry about tides changing, but it's all going downstream. Not at a really fast clip though, but with the wind we're moving along at a good pace all by ourselves without really having to paddle. So. Well, I love doing this. Gord's not a big fan of going on flat water like this. I don't mind. I'm still on the water. I'm still paddling.
I think if it was, it's a benefit to keep the breeze, right? So if it was just flat water with nothing, maybe good. Look at all these fell trees though. Wow. There's a lot of fell trees. Wow. A lot of devastation.
Yeah, the other challenge of getting out along the river is to get eaten alive to get out here. Oh, it's just a duck. I think it was a duck. We're going to see it again in a minute. No? There'll be all kinds of stuff in here. There'll be all kinds of stuff in these reeds. Hi there. That's that boat there's the same as yours.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the same boat you've got. Yeah. The home. It's a 9-foot Old Town. I'm just gonna see what's up here. I'm sure you can see in the video this boat doesn't track really well. It's really slow compared to mine. Certainly my neck humanity anyway is really slow. I know this doesn't go anywhere, but I still had to check it out. Just for nature. Making forward progress there. I did tell her to keep paddling. Oh, she was good. There's that wind, thank goodness it's behind us. I figured you'd just kind of float your way downstream, but I went up that little inlet and came back down again, and you were like way down the river. Like almost out of sight down the river.
Well, I did stop for a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? He probably wants to have a really good paddle. Really?
Which
took 2 hours.
It took them 2 hours to get here?
And she said, oh, it's been another hour and a half back.
No, it's not.
And I was like,
No, it's not.
really?
No, it's not. No, they're going upstream into the river. We'll get down almost twice as fast as they got up. So however long they'll put them. And they put in, when we got there at 12:35, they had just put in.
Okay.
Right? So it's now it's almost 2 o'clock, so it's 10 to 2.
Okay.
So that's an hour and 20 minutes for them, so that's less than 45 for us now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really it's too bad the girls didn't come do this with us.
Yeah.
I think they would have both enjoyed it. That's a nice house in the river, eh? Look at that. Beauty, eh? So I wouldn't mind having a piece of property like that on the river and stuff. This river's deep enough you can have a proper boat here. You wouldn't need a kayak or a canoe. It'd be nice to have a kayak and a canoe, but I'd probably want something with power so I can get out onto the ocean. Pretty rustic little spot. Okay. Well, I'm glad we chose the downwind route. So I'm glad we chose the downwind route. That's a family that likes to hang out on the river, right? They got a little stove and everything in there. Barbecue. Yeah, it's cool. Well, there you go. There's your heron. Right there. See? Look. We finally picked up a friend. See? Hi.
You big bird. Keep going. I'm just gonna do my own thing for a minute. You keep going. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna float here for a bit. I'll float here for a bit. And if I float down there a bit, I'll come back. Like how long are you gonna be? Like an hour? Well, do you want me to sit here and float?
Well, come on. I'll take the temperature off now. Got my bag here for the day.
Just waiting.
Right?
Just waiting.
All right. Well, we made it down from Blackbridge Road, I guess, up on the top of the Morrell River. And I paddled down past the pickup spot. Actually, I paddled all the way down to St. Peter's Harbor. Had a little bit of a break. Now I'm gonna get to paddle upwind all the way back to our pickup spot, so that should be fun. So it's upwind all the way, but at least it was worth coming down to the bay. It was actually a nice paddle, and we're coming back actually in a day or two to actually bike ride around the entire bay here, as you see it. So we will actually pedal our bikes from the lighthouse through Morrell all the way up through the top of the bay into St. Peter's, and then down to Greenwich National Park. So that's our next little adventure, the next thing we've got planned while we're down here in PEI. But now I've left Patty back at the pickup spot, so I'm gonna beat my way back into the wind and go meet them back there. So it'll take me twice as long at least now to get back upwind, because when we left this afternoon, when we dropped in, it was 21 to 24 kilometer per hour wind. So it should be an interesting paddle back, but it was worth it coming down here, and I'll make it back in the next half an hour, so it shouldn't be too bad. I do miss having my own boat though, especially in a situation like this. Now I really do wish I was in my Necky Manatee, because it would have gone upwind much better than this thing is going to go. This is going to be a bit of a paddle, this. I think I'm a little bit too heavy for this boat. It doesn't ride very high in the water, as you can see by all the water on the front of the bow. My goodness. Oh well, did the job today, and that's all I can ask for. The reality is I didn't want to bring my kayaks down. I brought 2 e-bikes down, so I didn't want to also add 2 kayaks to the trip. They're safely at home. I think if I was down here longer, I might bring them down, but the reality is I wouldn't take my kayaks out into the ocean. Mine are just long. So I'd probably go rent something different if it's going to go out in the ocean, and I don't need anything different from a river like this. Paddling into the wind would have been a little bit easier in my neck. Definitely easier today. I would not. The rest of it was fine in this boat though. So the back doesn't track very well. When we left earlier today, it was still overcast. We didn't expect the sun to come out as strong as it did today. I probably should have wore a hat. I did bring my chili with me, but I'm sure I'm going to have a bit of a sunburn when I get back today. But it's been another really great paddle. Actually, I love getting out onto the water. It doesn't really matter whether it's flat water or whether it's fast water. It's still good to get out and paddle, and it's nice actually to be able to make that transition from river into estuary out to a bay like I just did, which is kind of a unique thing because I really don't get to do that very often. So that was really nice, and actually makes me want to find a different type of a kayak and see if I can find my way out into the ocean. Because if you went out through St. Peter's Bay there, you'd actually end up in the Atlantic, and that's where all the nice beaches are up and down the east coast of PEI. As a matter of fact, we're going to go to one of those nice beaches in a moment when I get back. But it's been a great paddle. I really enjoyed today. It's really fun having Patty out with me today. We don't get to paddle very often, but it's nice to hang out together on the water because she knows how much I love it. It's really good to hang out with me today. And looking forward to our next adventure because we got lots of different things planned for the week. So by then, I think our next adventure is going to be out on the bikes. We may actually get out on the water. Probably we won't be in a kayak. We'll definitely get back out on the water this week at some point. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and fun things to do, and it'd be nice one of these days in the future to look back on them. So I really do them for my own benefit in the future, but if you enjoy watching them, then I'm happy to share them with you. Thanks very much for watching. That's about it. This is where we started from. The drove us upstream, that's the upriver. So it's not good road. We paddle down from there. And I continued past this bridge down there to the harbor. Had a good paddle coming back into the headwind, but we're back.